Hi everyone, Marlene from Fit Within, owner creator of our yoga and fitness YouTube channel and of course in studio and virtual classes. So this is a special featured practice. So if you haven't picked up by now what it may be, this is going to be a pre-game or pre-practice, pre-workout to enhance performance, improve flexibility, and reduce injury prior to your soccer games, prior to your soccer trials, whatever it may be, before you get into game mode. So it's so important to do warm-up exercises that are dynamic before you get into static stretching. So you can do a combination of both, or you can kind of move more in dynamic to warm up, and then choose more of the static stretching after your soccer game or soccer practice. So there'll be two videos. This will be for pre, and the other one will be post game. So the post game will definitely be more of the yin yoga based practices that is passive to help really release stress and tension, improve your recovery so that you can be in the best game mode the next time you show up. So we'll keep our beautiful prop soccer ball here. And again, I'm Portuguese, my husband's Italian, but I don't have any jerseys. And this is a pink one, so I thought it would be cool. Anyways, so no judgment. Props that if you have them available, I would recommend a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap or a stretch strap, as we may call it, not an elastic resistance one, just a static one that doesn't move. You can also use like a large rolled up towel, something that's a long enough length so that you can wrap around that area and be able to hold it to kind of improve the range of motion that you can get more in the stretch, and more so less to also protect other parts of your body from stressing too much just to get a deeper stretch. But always focus on progression, not perfection, is always the key to yoga practice. So this is going to be a bit of that blend of yoga with some soccer based exercises in the warm-up, more or less just to get things lubricated and warmed up to prevent injury, and then kind of move into some stretches that are dynamic in the warm-up series. So I hope you enjoy it. We'll get started on our mats. Let's start lying down on our backs. So you can do this even before you go out for practice, taking the initiative to yourself, especially if it's a practice that maybe, if it's more recreational and you're just kind of jumping in there and going into a game, you definitely may want to do this before you head out. So we're going to start on our backs. Let's hug the knees towards our chest. If it's too difficult to reach on back or top of the shins, just take hands to back of the thighs. We want to try to keep our shoulders lengthening back and down, really soften the neck. So just a nice hug of the knees to chest here. And the beauty about yoga is we're also bringing the element of getting the mind and the body connection here, and also getting our mindset and getting it into that game mode, right? So that we feel more centered and really focused when we are in game mode. Little rock side to side. You go massaging the kidney to kidney areas there. And then we're going to take our feet to the mat. So typically we want to walk our heels in towards the back of the buttocks. And as well as yoga blocks are optional to have, but if you don't have these props, you can definitely do this without any props. So grounding the arms down by your side. We're going to inhale. We're going to inhale and then exhale, draw the belly to the spine. Remember, activate the core and then start to raise the hips up towards the ceiling. So you want to turn on the glutes, which are key muscle groups as well in your soccer game, right? The stronger the glute, the more stable your low back, the stronger the core, and the more strength and endurance you have in your running. Glutes are very powerful muscles, especially for running. So you want to really feel the heels rooted down, lift the hips high to the sky, and hold for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, exhale, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. And again, this is activation, right? Hug the knees into the chest. Good. And then when you're ready, you can either roll over to one side, or if you feel good in your back body, you can definitely just rock and roll up. Let's find our way to all fours, hands and knees. So spreading our fingers wide here, and this is a very short video, right? So we're just going to bring a focus to what you need to get warmed up. So let's inhale. You can tuck the toes or untuck the toes. Find cow, stretching our, opening up our front and back body, or exhale, scoop the belly around the back. Inhale as we lengthen, shoulders back and down. Exhale, scoop the belly around the back. Inhale. Anywhere from about 3 to 5 rounds. 2, 1 more round here. Good. And so we're going to do a nice warm up for a whole body. Let's take our tucking of the toes, press our hips up and back, known as downward facing dog. Pressing the mat away, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Add a little opening here through the calves, pedal that out. It's dynamic stretching here, moving through the stretch as opposed to just holding. And then when we're ready, let's walk our feet to the top of the mat. Good, finding our forward fold here, reaching for opposite elbows and just relaxing the neck and the head. Maybe a gentle rock here, side to side. And it's super key to warm up the body, especially let's say you've been sitting all day or you're working all day and you haven't really had the chance to connect with your body. Super key to tune in, right? Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale as we fold. And then inhale, swan dive all the way up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, arms back to the side body, mountain pose. Your feet can be hip distance apart. You're also welcome to bring the big toes to touch. Having our arms just extend here by our side body, right? Nice, tall, crown of the head, tailbone reaching down. Inhale, sweeping our arms up. Good, let's exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Getting the hamstrings warmed up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, reach up, inhale. Exhale again, bow down, forward fold. Let's go right into it this time. Just to save our time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise and shine. Good, let's add that back bend. You can take those elbows down and back. This is great to really get our energy going, activate the back. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Good, let's step back, left leg. Good, let's bring that left knee to the mat, low lunge. Hip, hip, hips. So important, right? Hip opening, hip mobility. So key to your soccer drills, your soccer exercises, and your game. Let's bring those hands back through heart, left hand down, untucking toes. Let's add rotation, open up and twist to the right. Good, let's take that right hand all the way back down, tucking the left toes. Good, we're gonna lift up, step back, right foot, downward facing dog. High plank, getting that whole body activated, especially strong through our core. That's always important, no matter what sport we are doing. Good, if you'd like to modify, drop on the knees or lower from the toes, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart. Exhale as we lower. Let's tuck the toes, push up and back, downward facing dog. Now take that right leg up high to the sky. Good, and let's bend the knee, stacking it over our left. Nice deep and hip opener here on the right. And then getting also those ankles and calves warmed up, also so key. All those muscles that you're using so often. Flex and point, circle it around in both directions. Good. When we're ready, let's take that right knee to nose, step the right foot through. Take the left foot in. We're going to take it into warrior two. Transition as best you can. Front knee over the heel to back arch of the foot. Good. Nice hip opener here as well. Let's find a nice side angle pose, bringing that right arm inside the leg, or option to take your right elbow on top. And again, lift through the top rib cage up, bottom rib cage lifts up. Take that left arm over the ear, get nice long extension through the left side body. Inhale, warrior two. Reverse, so either palm faces in, or you can take the palm to face back and press against the back of the hamstring as you take your right arm up and over. Really great for opening up those intercostal muscles, really helping the oxygen levels in the breathing, right? Inhale, back through center, warrior two. Let's take that left arm back up and over. Pivot that left foot, stepping the left foot forward, bend the knee to give you that propelling forward to forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and shine all the way up. Exhale, mountain. And we'll keep those pair blocks. The strap is going to be used more for the part two of the video. That'll probably follow up on our YouTube channel. So we're going to inhale, reach up. Good. Let's exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale as we fold. We're going to step back, right leg now this time. Good. Right knee to the mat, low lunge. You can tuck or untuck the toes. Arms can extend up. Keeping that left heel rooted, tailbone slightly down and forward. Feeling a deeper stretch in your right hip flexor and psoas there. All the way through center. Let's add that twist, rotation, right hand down. Left arm extends up, lift up, open the chest, draw the shoulders together and back. Breathing in and out the nose, or however you feel good with your breath. Good. When we're ready, we're going to tuck the back toes, lift, step back, downward facing dog. Add more pedals if you like. Good. Let's come into that high plank. So in the beginning, option to come onto the knees, or you can lower all the way down to the mat. From the toes. Inhale, cobra. Or come up a little higher, get a little deeper extension of the spine, float all the way up if that's accessible. Keep that tailbone lengthening away from you towards the heels. Inhale, exhale, slow lower belly, ribs, and chest. Tucking toes, pushing up and back down, dog. We're gonna take our left leg up to three-legged dog. So if I'm moving, it's just for the demonstration and the instructions. So left leg goes high now. Open up the hip, bending at the knee, stacking left over right. And again, warming up that foot and calf. You can flex and point here. Circle that around in both directions. Nice. When you're ready, you're going to square that hip. Bring the knee to the nose. Step the left foot through. So if you're someone who gets stuck, you take the same hand to heel and step the left foot in. Right foot step draws in 15 degrees. Windmill the right arm back. Left heel to back arch. So you want to feel like you're hugging the mat inward. So bringing heels to heels through center. Feel that dynamic tension. Good. Pressing the left knee to the outer pinky toe. Good. When you're ready, let's find that side angle, either elbow to the thigh or extended arm in front. Right arm up or over the ear. Let's rise up, warrior two. Inhale. Reverse warrior, so right hand to back thigh, or I like to turn my palm away for better activation and open up to that left side. Breathe in and out. Pivot. Good, stepping back down dog. Let it go for this side. Good, let's take the knees to the mat. Always a nice option to come into child's pose. So sending the hips back to the heels, arms can extend forward. If your forehead doesn't rest on the mat, just stack your fists here. And just kind of massage and rock the forehead side to side, temple to temple. Good. When we're ready, we're going to inhale, rise up to all fours. Getting that glute activation, tuck the toes. Kick your right heel to the sky, right? You're engaging the glutes. Good. And then bring the knee towards the chest for the lower abdominals, and then press the heel to the sky. Just a few rounds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this is where you may want to have the blocks with you. You're going to bring that right knee through and step the right foot in. So this just allows more height for your hamstrings. Bringing the blocks towards you here. Lifting up nice and tall, lift the heart. And then when you're ready, you're going to hinge your hips back towards that left heel as you straighten the right leg, flexing that foot. And then here, you want to just kind of bow down towards that leg. When you're bowing, we hinge from the hips, right? Keeping our kind of gaze towards the toes, like we want to bring the top forehead towards the toes. So you have the blocks here to support you from the ground, right? Bringing the floor closer to you. And then we're going to move through it. So you can use the blocks to walk yourself forward. Even stay up nice and tall, right? Or you can keep it here and then walk it with you. And I'll do it without the blocks as well. Again, inhale, walk it through center. Lift the heart. And then exhale, walk it back. You don't want our hamstrings to snap in that. So moving through the muscles here. Building heat, especially as we're getting into the game. Arms can go up, just add a little opening, a little counter. And let's release back down, take the right knee back behind you. Nice, if you like child's pose, you can also use the option of keeping the toes tucked for a nice stretch in the feet. Right, we have a deeper one, but this one's a nice passive one. We can just kind of send the hips back, bring the forehead down. If you want deeper, you can just walk yourself up and let your hips sink back towards the heels. Make sure those pinky toes are not left behind. So just kind of tuck those under. I'd say benefit from this, a good 10 minutes. So a lot of soccer players get affected with a lot of foot pain or discomfort, or maybe you have sensitive feet. Remember that, especially that plantar fasciitis area, that area that people get inflamed, super key to keep that stretched, right? Improving all that circulation through the body. So you can stay there a little longer, or again, just choose to stay in the child's pose variation and then untuck the toes, give it a tap. Woo, hopefully you're feeling good there. So we're gonna take now left side up. Again, I'm just moving for instruction. So you're gonna bring that heel to the sky, engage the glutes, bring the knee towards the chest. And here we go, 4 more. Breathing in, 2. And 1. And then we're gonna step that left foot through, keeping that lunge nice and active and strong. Bringing ourselves up for our hamstring flow here on this side. You can untuck the back toes if you need to. Ready? So we're gonna hinge our hips back to straighten that left leg. Right, so I'll do this side without the blocks. And then you can just kind of bend at the elbows as you bow forward. And then walk it forward, inhale, and keep your chest always lifting. Keeping that extension in the spine, then exhale, fold. Maybe a little deeper. Again, walk it forward. Option to use your blocks through the flow. Last time. On this last one, we're gonna hold here for 3, 2, walk it in, inhale. Nice. When we're ready, you're gonna take that left knee back. Good. Give it a child's pose. Breathing in and out. Stack fists or palms, arms extended, forehead down. Good. As we inhale, come back up to center. Good. We're gonna swing our legs out to one side, come into a seated position here for butterfly. So again, these exercises can be done before and after. So we're gonna start with some kind of pulses in butterfly, getting active through those adductors, right? Which are key stabilizing muscles as well for the knees, right? And your quadriceps, the tops of the thighs. Really important to have those areas strong. So doing a cross training or a strength and conditioning is very key as well to better your performance, right? And prevent injury so you can play for all the years to come. So just kind of butterfly, pulsing the knees out and in, out and out. And then you can hold that energy there, reaching around the soles of the feet or resting on the ankles. And because this is more active, we're gonna bring heels towards the pelvis or the pelvis towards the heels. Inhale, lift tall. And then as we exhale, fold, bending our elbows either in towards the midline or inside the lower legs, and allow your neck and head to relax. Let's inhale all the way back up to center. Nice. So if you'd like, you can stretch those legs out. Give yourself some mobility here, swaying the hips side to side. One of my favorites. Or using just when we're transitioning, you can do this lying down on your back or in a seated position. Nice. So one more left here. So we're going to lie down on our backs for the famous figure 4. As glutes get really tight, another hip opener as well here. So you're gonna flow your head and chest up, reach the back of the thigh. You're definitely welcome to use your strap here as well. Bending our elbows into center, so we're using the biceps. And keeping our knee away from our midline, but the left knee comes towards center. Continue to breathe. Lower that left foot. Good. And then keeping our arms out to the letter T. Keep your right leg in the figure 4. Keep a flexion in the left base of the toes. So we call that floint. Flex the toes. And then rotate on the outer edge of the left foot as you bring your right foot in figure 4 to the left. Great hip low back opener here. Go with a little bit more activation and keeping that pelvis still somewhat neutral to the left. So avoid collapsing the right knee and keep it pressed away. Inhale back through center. Good, let's uncross that right leg. Remember those hip sways? Take the legs a little wider than hip bones and you can find those nice hip sways. And then let's take our left ankle over the right, pressing the left knee away. You can add that little adjustment there. And let's hug the right knee now in towards the chest.
Lower that right foot. Getting ready for that game. Floint the base of the toes. Or maybe you just need this today. Remember, you can also do this video for kind of waking up energy or before another workout. A lot of the same muscle groups are used, especially if you are a runner or even going hiking. When you're ready, come back through center. Let's uncross that left leg. Hip sways a couple more times. Again, practices can be so long. There's so many wonderful things that we can still do, but we're just keeping it to some key areas here to make it a good warm up. Get your mind and body ready. Good, and then let's just give our knees a nice little hug to chest. Float the head and chest up if you like. Inhale as we lower down, lowering the feet to the mat. Good, and when we're ready, let's take our right or left arm over the head, roll over. Breathe in and out. Find our way up to seated. And find just a cross-legged position. Get your mind right. You can just do half lotus, shin to shin in front, which is probably the most accessible for all. Take a moment to feel connected to your body, to align the top of the head to the base of the spine. So inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then exhale through the base of the spine. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And then exhale, root down to the base of the spine. Inhale into the crown of the head. And exhale down to the base and the root of the spine. Set an intention for your game. Set an intention as to what you want to achieve. See yourself doing it, and you got this. Inhale up. As always, with love and gratitude, lowering down to connect our mind, our body, and our spirit as we gently bow. Have an awesome practice, an awesome game, and thank you for joining me in your warm-up for yoga for all soccer players. And honoring one another and this practice, namaste. Peace out, everyone. Like this video, make any comments that you would like. Thanks for joining.